RoboCop could quite possibly be the weirdest movie I've ever seen. It opens with a TV segment where an overly cheery newscaster talks about the threat of the South African city of Pretoria nuking itself, juxtaposed against an overly cheery newscaster talking about the president being amusingly weightless in space for a few minutes, which is then immediately followed by a much longer advert for the Family Heart Centre, where
you picked the heart.
When the film starts proper, the first line of dialogue is
attempted murder? It's not like he killed someone.
Which is probably the most straightforward joke in the entire film. The rest of the satire is played like it's a normal action film, except everything is way over the top. It usually takes around one bullet to kill someone, so in RoboCop, 5 minutes in, when they show the big robot go haywire, it fires 1 million bullets into this guy's chest in the most gory way possible.
Somebody want to call a goddamn paramedic?
Everyone is constantly chewing gum. RoboCop stomps around everywhere like an idiot and says action lines that would make Arnie blush.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
While shooting his auto-targeting gun that fires 3 bullets at once and then spinning it like a cowboy. Every single person in Detroit watches a TV show where an old man hangs around a bunch of young women and constantly says,
I'd buy that for $1.
All the characters laugh maniacally at things that aren't funny, including that dumbass show, and then someone says something like,
excuse me, I have to go. Somewhere there is a crime happening.
And nobody laughs at all. The big-ass menacing robot roars like a lion and then falls down the stairs. And there's a board game where you're encouraged to nuke your family. Even the production seems to blend into the satire, and sometimes the effects look horrifyingly real, and sometimes they look laughably stupid. Sometimes the performances make the over-the-top gore genuinely off-putting, and sometimes people act like being shot a bunch of times is as painful as stubbing your toe, and you're always left guessing whether it's being played for laughs or not. Layered in between all this blatant stupidity is a genuinely intelligent, thought-provoking piece of cinema. RoboCop himself is a horrifyingly sad individual, which all at once makes statements about what it is to be human, the treatment of police, and vigilante justice. Peter Weller's physical performance of being caught between man and machine is heartbreaking and memorable, and he tells the story that Frankenstein's monster takes an entire narrative to tell in just one part of his identity, whilst shooting bad guys in the dick. Before I saw the film, I always felt uncomfortable looking at his little chin sticking out of his otherwise robot body. His design is both cool and unnerving, and when I watched it I finally realised you're supposed to feel that way, as this human being has been chopped up and stuffed inside of a metal suit. Like, what does he do if his nose gets itchy? The film also makes a lot of insightful statements about corporate greed and corruption, and its effect on public services, as well as drugs and prostitution,
Bitches leave.
the insane state of the news and media as a whole, crime, capitalism, and our obsession with superheroes and sports cars, and violence. It has a lot to say about violence.
Guns, guns, guns.
Its commitment to playing it straight means that its critique of excess comes solely from the act of being excessive and over the top in everything it does. If everything was toned down just a little bit, it would be indistinguishable from any other action film. Every part of it seems to work together to become a singular whole, and weird dialogue paired with great cinematography, way beyond over-the-top violence, and scathing social commentary gives it such a sense of purpose and intent that the things that are strange and off-putting feel both smart and witty when viewed in the context of the greater message of the film. It has so many elements mixed together at once that it altogether defies genre, and it is so tongue-in-cheek that it's trying to convince you it's really being serious. If it wasn't for the moments that truly shine through as clear, intelligent commentary, I could have almost walked out of the cinema thinking I'd just watched the worst film ever made, but instead I walked out thinking I'd just watched one of the best, and the weirdest.
I'd buy that for $1.
Thank you for watching.